Hey there, welcome to Solve My Math Homework. We're the YouTube channel that solves only the math problems you guys send in to us. So today we've got to solve a linear system by graphing. And we would not solve it by graphing unless we were specifically told to do so, which we are. So let's do it. Okay, graphing is the least efficient method for solving these, but we have to do what we have to do. So let's talk about this. These are just two equations, right? A linear system are just two equations that you solve together. So the solution would be the xy point that works for both this equation and that equation. All right? So that's all we need to remember. That's the first thing we need to remember. The solution is just the point that works for both equations. And visually or graphically, that's going to look like the intersection of those two lines. If a point works for both equations, it's going to be where they intersect. All right? So let's talk about what our steps are going to be. First and foremost, put each equation in the easiest form to graph. So most likely y equals mx plus b or slope-intercept form. We could have left these in this form that they're in now and used intercepts, but this is really easier. Then you're going to graph each equation. Okay, if you need to solve by graphing, you have to graph them on the same coordinate plane. The solution is the point of intersection, so you look for the point of intersection. Hopefully they're whole number coordinates. If you have to estimate, estimate. And then many teachers will make you do this, and it's very annoying. They make you check by substituting the xy values back into both equations, which is probably how you wanted to solve it anyway, algebraically, not graphically. So anyway, let's get started with this problem. Okay, so they're not in slope-intercept form, so the first thing we're going to do is put both equations into slope-intercept form. They are easier to graph that way, and these are really easy to flip. I mean, if we look at this equation, all we're going to do is subtract x from both sides. It's going to be one step, and we get y equals negative x plus 3. The next one has two steps, but still super easy. Again, you start by subtracting x from both sides, and when we do that, we see that we get negative y. Do not lose this negative sign. That comes down as negative y. We're not solving for negative y. We're solving for y. So if you have a negative y, you want to divide by negative 1, just flip all of the signs there. I'm going to show the actual math, but it turns out to be just y equals x plus 1. So that's our new system. Y equals negative x plus 3 and y equals x plus 1. So let's graph this. Okay, so let's talk about the graph of a linear equation. This number by itself, the constant, is the y-intercept. So I'm just going to plot that right here on the graph at the y-axis. Then my slope is negative 1. So from 3, I'll go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, and I'll plot my points. So let's plot some points. Let's draw a line through them. Done. Now let's look at this next equation. So again, y-intercept, I start there. That's my point I start at. So I put my point right at 1. And then my slope is 1. So I just go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. And I kind of, when I did that, I already know where my intersection point is going to be. It's going to be right there at 1, 2. But let's just do it anyway. There are my points. There is my line. There is my intersection. Yay, it's a whole number. My solution is 1, 2. When I check my solutions, I'm going to go ahead and put them back into the original x plus y equals 3, negative x plus y equals 1. Okay, so x plus y equals 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, that is true. Negative x plus y is 1, negative 1 plus 2 is in fact 1, so that works. All right, we did it. It's not the greatest way to solve it, but if you have to, it's not too bad. All right, if you are not yet a subscriber, please subscribe to this YouTube channel because I only solve problems that people send me. All right, and we also have a new website coming, Math App, that's going to have video solutions for everything you could ever want, but that's not ready yet. So thanks for watching. Bye.